If you enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe. Some of the camera angles,
Like what?
some of the camera angles. Well, yeah, I'm talking about you know what I'm talking about, the freaking yoga pants girl.
Oh, the girl,
Yeah.
the lady girl. Yeah. Yeah, there's hotties. I mean, dude, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, the waifu counter. They
Some
brought
of
up
them are
even
like
more so.
they definitely.
Yeah, they're not even subtle.
Emma specifically, she's got a booty going on in the, which is weird because with Pokemon they don't do like
No.
it's not like that.
Well, the entirety of her is way more like defined than
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
Mhm.
Why put it on a multiplayer event?
Exactly.
Yeah, like why not
Yes.
just put it on Tokyo Game Show or an Xbox Game Show or whatever? Like there's no
Yeah.
reason. That's very out of place. And then here's the thing. It's I'm dying over here, but it's not that I'm dying over here, but they hear the crowd. They're like, "We'll give you what you want," because they're French Canadian. So I gotta.
We'll give you what you want.
We'll give you. He's Dutch apparently. We'll give you what you want. Oh, by screwing it up. We're recording now.
Hello, welcome to another episode of Gaming Dudes Podcast. I'm Bren,
I'm Spidey.
and we weren't here last week,
No.
and that was my fault
Well,
because Pokemon came out.
yeah, Pokemon turned this man into
Consumed my life.
It turned this man into basically just Pokemon.
Consumed my entire life.
Didn't you like off cast? You said you beat it.
I did beat it. I beat the whole. I mean, I didn't beat every side quest, but I caught pretty much almost all the Pokemon, and which I never do. I never do that. Like I never go for catching, but I was just like having so much fun that I caught all the Pokemon, or like a bunch of Pokemon you can get in all. I caught all the Pokemon you can get in Wild Zones, besides 20, where there's different Alpha Pokemon that show up in rotation. So I'm sure there's some I don't have there, but
Well, what did you think? Like,
so open with that. But yeah, so much stuff is released, but
true. Might as well talk something the general gaming community's like
Pokemon.
for.
I think Pokemon ZA was awesome. I know there's like it's a mixed bag online. Like I think genuinely most people think that the battling is fun because it's not like a competitive thing really. It's just like a fun, like you saw me playing it. Like
Yeah.
some like it's more of just like it's like a kind of like a free for all basically.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. I saw it. Yeah, it was.
So
it was
that's
very,
fun. So like
no more.
so I'm just gonna
turn-based
say at the
coming-
bat, the online is super fun. But it is like there's so much just random like luck involved. So I don't think anyone was expecting it to be competitive anyway. But
No.
I wasn't even, to be honest. We weren't even expecting them to have it online. Remember, we were like,
Oh, yeah,
like,
yeah. We thought because
they just won't have it
Champions was
online.
coming out, why do it online for it?
And also it was so different. The battle looked so different that we were like, there's no way they're gonna make some sort of online thing, but they did.
It just seemed kind of like redundant in a way because to us because it was just like, okay, so you're trying to do another, like, even if they did do one, because the major crazy hardcore crowd is going to be like, the battle system, dude, where is it?
Yeah, yeah. No, I'm glad they did. Like it's a fun little like mode. It's fun. And it's crazy, and they did a very good job making it like fun, so you're not like mad. It's
No.
not mad because I don't get mad at Pokemon anyway for the most part because it's. Anyway, I don't want to get too off topic. The whole point is Pokemon ZA, very good difference. Different. So the story was like fun. The whole like if you like battling, like that's so much of what this game is. So if you like the new battling system, you progress forward by like going to these like these ZA Royale like tournament things at like areas at night and just battling trainers over and over. So there's so much battling going on. And I love battling, obviously. I mean, who
Well, yeah,
doesn't if you're playing
that's
Pokemon?
why you play the franchise. I don't really know why else you would play it.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
So the new battling system is basically you're a lot more a part of the battles, especially if you're fighting in the wild or doing any of the boss like big Pokemon fights. It's like Arceus in that way, where um you're a part of the battle. Like you're fighting with them where it's like you die, like you can die. Like you're half the time I was losing at all, it was when I fainted, not my Pokemon. Like cuz if you get hit like you saw me fighting
oh
Zygarde,
yeah,
it's like you're like, dude, like his final form, I'm like, dude, how do you even like I was fainting, not my Pokemon.
yeah. It was. It looked more interesting to me as a final battle. Like it kind of brought back the intensity, like the
Because it's
first.
like how Arceus, I don't know if you played Arceus
I
at
saw
all.
you playing Arceus.
It's basically like that, but way better. They just like perfected that, in my opinion.
With with
Um,
Arceus, the problem is it was just a proof of concept. Really, that's all it
yeah,
was, and it was
and
a
Mega
good looking proof of
Evolutions
concept.
are back,
Which,
which is awesome. They're like my favorite extra thing they've done, so I'm so happy they're back. And dude, they added so many new megas. It's crazy. Like I was shocked at how many they brought back and how many they added. It was crazy. So
mm,
and the battling is like you're a part of the battle. There's no like turns. It's just like you can keep picking what your Pokemon does. And where you move matters. Like because your Pokemon can dodge stuff. If I move and it follows me, you can like dodge attacks and it's just like a very live real time battle experience. And you're as the trainer is a lot more of a part of what's going on, which
well,
is very cool.
I noticed that the pathfinding too. Like how good are they? Responsive are they at following? How
they're
would you
they're
say?
responsive. They don't go like super fast unless you're using a certain move. Because I
Mm.
don't think they want you to be able to dodge so easy, like everything so easily, you know.
I mean, it makes sense.
So there's definitely like a skill to knowing like, okay, he's gonna use this. I'm gonna move over here so like thunder doesn't hit me because it takes a minute to charge up and like stuff like that. But so the battling's fun. Um, there's so many side quests, and the side quests are actually like I'd say I've done like half of them because these I'm at the end game now. Like I've beat the game, so now there's really only like there's really only the battle royale. There's only like that you can keep going up the ZA Royale and getting rewards. I don't know if that's infinite, like it just keeps going. I don't know if you can like keep doing the ZA Royale promotion matches over and over and over in the end. I imagine you can. And then there's online battling because you get prizes for like I got the Greninja Mega Stone for like getting at a certain point in ranked. And it's nice because ranked isn't like a slugfest where you're like,
No,
oh my gosh,
no,
I'm not first, so I'm gonna drop down.
yeah.
Like, I'm gonna drop down. It's like you can if you get like 3 knockouts and you're last, you're getting like some points and also potentially like at least evening out. So you have to be pretty unlucky to lose points, and it's never really that much. So it's kind of nice where it's not like oh my gosh, I have to like lock in and focus so much to get up these ranks. It's like you don't really have to do that.
And you're
And
not
that
just
that is perfect because this mode would be so frustrating. This mode would be so frustrating if it was so sweaty where you're like you just lose points constantly. It would be like oh my gosh. So they did an amazing job not taking their rank system like too seriously, but also like you can take it seriously if you want, but you're not going to get like thrashed for it.
so you're basically saying that when it comes to it's not just like gym challenges and stuff where you're just
Yeah.
fighting the gym leaders, going to the Elite Four, doing
Yeah.
all the basic stuff. You're actually competing in a tournament.
Yes, there is no gym leaders. There's no
Yeah, because
um Pokemon League. The whole thing is you're all in this big battle tournament and you have to get certain amount of battle points. It's almost like Beyblade, like with Jenga, where they have to get like certain amount of points.
Yeah, it's about battle points where you whoop out your little point. Not obviously, there's no
Yeah.
point scanner thingy where you go.
So
Yeah,
yeah, exactly. So it's basically like this is a lot more like that, where you get points and then you get a certain amount of points and then you can do a promotion match and that it goes from Z to A and you rank up like once you get a promotion match, so let's say I'm at Z, I get enough points, I then fight, if I win I go to Y and then so on and so forth. And your whole goal is to like get to A to you have to get to A to beat the game. Luckily they didn't make it so insane, even though I would have been okay with it because I'm a grinder anyway. But luckily they didn't make it so insane. Like there's a point where you skip a bunch because you beat a guy who's really hard and you skip a bunch of ranks. So it's not like you have to go Z. It's not
no.
they don't make you go through every letter because it would be insanely long. They do online though, but um,
Well, yeah. Why would you have a ranking system in a single player game, anyways? That'd be very unusual. Unless it
yeah,
was like Sonic or something where you get extra rewards for doing better, like a speed
yeah.
stage. But I am curious. What story wise, I am curious. How much better is this compared to the previous game?
Scarlet and Violet had. I think Scarlet and Violet's story was really really good. It was super fun. It was long. Like there was so much you could do in Scarlet and Violet. They had like two plots. They have like three plots. They have the like prehistoric area plot, they have you fighting the enemy team plot, and they have you beating the classic like Pokemon League like plot. So there was so much content in that game. That doesn't even include DLCs, which I loved, the
Yes.
Frozen Tundra. Um so but comparatively, I just wanted to preface that I liked Scarlet Violet's story. I don't know how I haven't looked at all what other people thought about it
Yeah.
online or anything, but um this game's plot is a lot cool. Like it's very unique.
Hmm.
Not that Scarlet and Violet wasn't, but this one it's like there's a lot that happens that's never happened in a Pokemon game. It's definitely like a little darker than usual because they're like saying that the world's gonna get destroyed and like I know they've done it in other games, but this one they talk about like you doing this stuff is dangerous because you might die,
Yes,
like
it's like
fighting this stuff,
actual stakes.
and people do die. In the
Yeah.
game.
Hmm.
So that's cool. Like it's a little bit like of a more you feel like there's more intense
So it's more like
battles going
it's more
on.
like an anime plot, kind of like an actual anime plot, not a
Yeah,
Pokemon anime
yeah.
plot, an actual anime plot.
And there's like I said, there's a lot of side quests. They're all unique, but basically you get to the end and you that's kind of the end game stuff. So I'm doing the side quests right now, and they're fun. You get Pokemon from them sometimes. Sometimes you fight people, you help people. It's pretty fun. The side quests are like they did a good job making them not like okay, I'm doing this one again like every time.
You're not like, oh, this is just a
Um,
repeat quest. Oh,
which
fetch
I was
quest.
surprised because I thought that was what it was gonna be.
That is a hallmark of open
Um,
worlds, brother. They do that all the
yeah,
time.
and I really like the world. I wish it was more colorful. As so I agree with everybody else on that. But
Well, yeah. I mean, here's the thing.
I'm glad they brought back the character customization because Scarlet and Violet they kind of like really made that not possible in
No.
nearly as much. Like you had to basically have some sort of school uniform thing going on, which
You had to have the Dutch boy uniform on if you were
like I don't know
a
how it
boy.
yeah. I don't know how it's hard to make it so people can use their school uniform or not. Like you can
Well,
even make it so
yeah.
if I go to class, I have my school uniform on or something. Like why do I have to have? I don't know. That's
Also,
but
also,
not a lot of people care about like not everybody's into the customization thing, so they don't really care. But
also, if you're gonna, here's the thing: why half commit to customization? Either just don't have it there, or just have it completely. I'm saying it's like why do a half committal thing? That sounds a little
I
unusual to
I
me.
don't know. It's very weird. It's very Nintendo to do
Yeah, it
that. I think
is. It is. They
to
like
make it
half,
so it's like, well, we want you to be a student the whole time. Like we want you to know you're a student the whole time, so you have to do this.
or they half commit to something like gameplay wise. They'll be like, "Oh, we'll do this, but we won't do this though." We'll do like and like I said, Mario Odyssey looks good. But like we'll do a traditional Mario Odyssey, like Mario game with collectathons, but we'll throw moons in plain sight sometimes.
Yeah. Oh
or
yeah.
or we'll do an open world in Breath of the Wild, but it's going to be set in the post-apocalypse, so there's not many NPCs. Like it's
Yeah, yeah.
very like they'll
That's
do
true.
something, whatever it is, they'll half commit to something, which I find
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
that's
weird.
100% accurate. Uh, um, but
Even Wind Waker, they're like, "Oh, here's this giant sea, but we're going to have a couple islands and then you
yeah.
just leave the island forever after you do one task."
Yeah, and I don't want to spoil any of the plot because like too much because I know you're gonna or you might play it.
Don't.
Um,
Yeah.
because it's worth it's like it's worth it would it's all I'm gonna like my ending thoughts really is it's worth getting and playing. Like I'm still gonna talk about it a little more, but like don't listen to the haters. If you like Pokemon, you're gonna have a lot of fun, and if you're open minded enough to be like, you know what, a new experience is fun.
I mean, I'm open-minded.
Like people are gonna have fun. So um there's just so many haters on the internet about everything. It's we're at a point now that people are like you just stop looking at reviews.
Yes.
Honestly, like I don't
That's yeah.
stop
I
looking at what
told
people
you,
are saying
dude, do
about
not
stuff.
look at reviews. Do not
Yeah, you
look at
told me that a long time
reviews.
ago, and like it does taint my brain some
Yeah.
when I see stuff and I'm like, oh yeah, this does kind of suck. It's like I played Pokemon ZA before I looked at anything. I didn't look at anything
Yes.
on it. I didn't look at what people were saying about it. I wasn't like, should I buy it? I was like, I want to play a
Yeah.
Pokemon game. And I wasn't even that excited about it, and it blew me out of the water for what? Incredibly fun, unique story. Battles are super fun. A lot of content. I just rushed through it like a maniac. Like I was just like it's all I did for like 3 days.
Yes, it
Um
was. Yes,
like
it
3 or 4 days,
was.
yeah. I like didn't do I skipped a podcast, I skipped, I
I
didn't
am
work a couple days. I
I am glad you did the skipping of the podcast only because it adds something to talk about, not just a gaming event where we're just sitting here going, "Oh, it's another gaming event for the
I know.
100th time."
Um
And
so
when I get my new mic, brother, like I said, we won't have to use two mics in the actual setup. I can just set the
yeah,
mic on a
it'll be
table and
nice.
flip the polar pattern,
Back
and
to
we
the
can
old
just
school days with the
yeah.
actual nice mic.
Yeah,
Um
like I do like the Q2U, but having two is weird. Having two is not the best setup when you don't have a glass window or whatever. You're not a distance away. So
um but jeez, my throat. We're at very fun, worth a play.
yes,
I
it
battle
looks like it,
online a
dude.
bunch. I got almost to like the highest area rank, which isn't that doesn't mean anything special. It's like not
No,
hard. You just have to play. Which I like because I was not gonna try to sweat in this game. Like I was
those
like, I'm
Mega
not gonna like
Gyarados, dude.
they were
Woo-hoo!
slaughtering me. Mega Gyarados and Ampharos were just like blasting my
Yeah,
beans off.
it's what's
But
weird is
specifically Gyarados was just blasting us. Like just
Ampharos, which I find the weirdest.
yeah, I was
Amph-
surprised. He was
hmm?
really slaughtering me.
You think it'd be like a dragon type or something, like an
It's really cool
actual
though because it
dragon
was
type.
like it makes it different when you're using a charge up move. Like, oh, I'm gonna use like it made it so stuff like charge was good where you charge up your next electric attack does a ton
Yeah.
of damage. It's like really good in this kind of so a lot more moves seem a lot more viable in this game. They did a very good job at making it fun. And that's the point.
Do they still have leftovers or whatever, or
Yeah, they still have item
light
battle
ball,
items.
like light
They
ball
still
and
have
stuff?
They still have the battle items, yeah. A lot of people are using Mega Stones most of the time, but yeah, if it's one you're not gonna Mega Evolve or doesn't have a Mega Evolution, like yeah, you can still use like the Electric Plate or like stuff like that.
Like obviously you're gonna
Um,
give your Snorlax. Oh, does Snorlax have a mega? Does he?
I don't know. There's so many that got added this time around that I don't seriously. There's like a Mega Clefable. There's a Mega.
I'm gonna
I
look it
mean,
up.
there's
Does
so many evolutions in it. I don't think he
Snorlax?
has one. But I feel like I probably would have seen it. in online, and I didn't
Yeah, he
because
does
people
not have
love
a mega.
Snorlax.
He does not have a mega evolution.
I know they're adding more to the next game, and we're guaranteed getting a Mega Raichu, but I don't know. Anyway, I'll play the DLC. It's a blast, dude. Oh, but I don't like. There's not a ton to talk about. Like, it's really just to play it, and you're gonna see that it's a blast kind of
I mean,
thing.
it's just interesting to
I'm not
think.
here to like review it or tell you anything crazy. I'm just here to be like, dude, look, this is what I had fun. This is the basis of it, and it's worth playing, dude. So many people are like hating on it. I don't even know exactly what they hate because I haven't really watched any of it or like read online because I've read a lot when I did look a little bit, I was actually seeing a lot more positive stuff than I thought I was going to see. But the
I feel
characters are
like
unique and fun, and the plot, like the music in it's so good at the intense parts of the plots, and they really made it cinematic when you're seeing, not cinematic as in like, dude, it looks real, but it's
no
like cinematic as in like just really good, fun, intense scenes
shot
like you're
direction and
having.
stuff like that, like the camera, where they're
Yeah.
pointing the camera. Well, yeah, in some instances where
And
they're
battles are unique. The way you're battling with Zygarde in the end is very unique and like just so cool. Like you feel so like powerful. I don't know. It's
some
so fun.
some of the camera angles.
Like what?
Some of the camera angles. Well, yeah, I'm talking about you know what I'm talking. The freaking yoga pants girl or whatever.
Oh, the girl,
Yeah,
the lady girl. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, there's hotties. I mean, dude, I'm not gonna lie.
yeah. The waifu counter they
Some
brought
of them
up
are
even
like
more so.
they definitely
Yeah, they're not even subtle.
Emma specifically. They really got. She's got a booty going on in the, which is weird because with Pokemon they don't do like they're not.
No,
It's not like that.
well,
But obviously the
the
internet made a
entirety
meme
of
out
her
of
is
it.
way more like defined than
Yeah,
which
yeah.
I'm fine with that. Just don't make it a massive focal point, but
Yeah.
where it's the entire
Um,
game. Don't start ripping clothes off, but that's Pokemon. They won't
oh,
do that.
yeah. Um, so anyway, that's Pokemon. Seriously, play it. Like, go play it. You'll have so much fun. You don't have to beat it like I did. Like, it's actually a lot of content that you'll have a lot of fun. Just like, oh, I'll pick it up. It did a really good job being something like where you could be like, oh, I'm going to pick it up and play it tonight. Then I'll wait a few days, play it again. Like, you'll have an actual adventure and a fun time if you
I
just kind of
noticed
picking it up when you have time to play. And
the
I was a
soundtrack.
freak and just punched through it like as fast as possible.
The soundtrack's actually pretty interesting. Having heard a little bit of it, it's
Mm.
very jazzy.
There's jazz. There's
It feels more like the original chip tune stuff where
there's a
they did
lot
a
of odes
lot.
to X and Y too,
Yeah,
which is crazy. But
I mean that's kind of what, like I
which
said,
apparently people hated, but I
the
loved X and
fact that
Y.
it's in. Well, no, dude, that's what it really is. That's a vocal minority of players that like they're loud, but I feel like a lot of people liked X and Y on release. Nobody was complaining about it at all.
Yeah,
I think it's just a bunch
yeah.
of people that and I'm not saying they may not even want the 2D games back. I think it might just be a case of those guys just weren't a fan
Just
of.
because it was the first one too that
Yeah,
did it, they're probably like, oh,
it was kind of a weird change for those people. They're like, "Oh, like it's terrible." And I'm like,
yeah,
I didn't
100%.
think
I
it was
agree.
terrible. I just fell out of Pokemon because I just fell out of Pokemon. I didn't really know what to tell people. It's like I just didn't.
Yeah, not everybody. I don't know, dude. I kind of thought I would at some point. And this game really kind of even, like I said, I was excited when we saw it, but I wasn't like
No.
back in the day. I was waiting for Pokemon to come out every
Yes.
time, just being like, dude, just announce a new Pokemon. It's why I got my Switch for the most part. It's why I got, it's why I still have a Switch even now. Although I do love Mario Kart, but, um, and I love Mario games. So there's a lot of reasons I have a Switch, but Pokemon is like a huge up there reason. And
Meanwhile, I
this
have
time around,
my dusty Switch. My Switch is just gathering up dust
yeah,
for
yeah.
years.
I mean, I have to be in a Nintendo mood. Like I'm not always playing Nintendo
No,
games. Like I have to
no.
be. Pokemon's different, but like I'm not going and playing Mario all the time. I
No.
love Mario, and when I'm in the mood for Mario, it's there, and it's they always kill it with Mario games. But
Yes. 100%.
um, if I'm in the mood for Mario Kart, it's always there. It's so fun. Like it's that kind of stuff, or it's that kind of thing. But with that being said, this new Pokemon, when it came out, I bought it. I was like, you know what? I'll just play this when I want a game
Yeah.
and be chill and not play on a multiplayer game or whatever. And I got hooked. I will say it wasn't immediate. It was like I was kind
No.
of playing a little bit, and then once because they hold your hand a lot at the beginning. Like there's a while where they like show you all this. There's so much new stuff that they show you all of it in a
Yeah.
way that you like learn. So for me, I play Pokemon forever. Like I don't really need that. So I was kind of like, kind of
No,
like
same.
slugging on.
I mean,
Um,
I used Mega Evolution and stuff like that.
yeah.
And I
So
learned
I was
all
just
the
kind of like,
stuff
I
and
understand why they did it because it's new, and people who this could be some kid's favorite first Pokemon game, and like they
yeah,
need to know these
which
mechanics. And
these days I feel like everybody's played Gen 1, 2 and 3. Almost everybody has in Gen 4 for the most
maybe,
part. Like Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, well no, Platinum,
yeah. I'm not
Ruby,
disagreeing. I'm just saying there are
Sapphire,
people who are
Red,
like, oh, just
Blue,
get this ZA
yeah,
game,
Gold,
like kind
Silver.
of
There are
thing.
adults that never touched the franchise.
So I'm saying there's a lot of people I saw on Twitch. They're like, oh, it's my first Pokemon game, and so
Which
like for them,
I find hard to believe.
me too. But for them, it's like, okay, cool. Like, it's good. It's there. I'm not complaining, saying they shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Um, but this is cool because it's showing that Pokemon, especially with Pokemon Champions come out, which you were kind of saying that like this is so Pokemon. I think this is so Pokemon can like experiment and change up the Pokemon series somewhat. Um,
Yeah.
so they're making Pokemon Champions, so it's like, look, everyone will have a hub to battle in if they like the old school way, but each game is going to be like fresh now,
Yes.
and that to me is sick.
Mix things up, shake things up a bit. They're not just doing the exact same thing over and over again. I mean, even back in the day, they were adding some pretty crazy features. You know, you had double battles, you had double types, you had
Yeah, but types and yeah, double battles was a big deal.
yeah.
New typings is a big deal, but like
Well, I mean, like
this
dual
is like a
typing,
full fledged. You changed.
dual typing and
They,
stuff.
they
Like
changed
back in
like
the
everything.
day,
They
all you
changed
had
like the
was
battling. They changed. They changed the battling. They changed the story. They changed like this game is fighting. There's boss fights. Like this is like a crazy different step in what we've had in the past.
the jump.
Um,
And I know it's generic, but the jump from 8-bit to 16-bit, the bigger worlds as the games have went on.
yeah, a lot of changes. I'm just saying that this
Yeah.
game is like at the forefront of you changed the battle
Yes,
in its
yes.
entirety.
You changed it fundamentally. It wasn't just
Um,
the exact
and
same
Arceus had
thing.
the boss fight, so like we already had that, and that game was fun, but did no online, which is why I thought that we weren't going to get online this time
Yeah, it
too.
was a bit of a.
But
I get it though, because I mean that's your first time experimenting with a new battle system,
mm,
and you got to
mm,
think in your head.
battle system wasn't really new in that game, but it was
Well,
new in the boss fights.
yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like the whole
Yeah,
live battling thing, sort of.
yeah. So I shouldn't say there's been changes, like yeah, from 2D to 3D. That was kind of expected though. At some point, I feel like I always knew they were eventually going to go to 3D. Like I
Yeah,
just knew that.
I think all of us did.
Um, they get it sooner than I thought they would. I
Yeah,
thought it would
which
be a
is
lot later they would do
oh
that.
yeah, it was kind of. And one thing I'll say about the X and Y, you know, if you don't like X and Y, then you must not like Orus, because it's basically the exact same.
Horus is awesome.
Like if you're gonna complain about that, I mean they're exactly the same in terms of mechanics.
They did such a good job remaking that game. They did so good at that.
Pokemon was really good at doing remakes, dude. Heart Gold and Soul Silver.
Dude, Pearl, Heart Gold and Soul Silver was so
Woo!
good.
Dude, I still love Heart Gold and Soul Silver.
Me too. Me too. I
Like
love
obviously
that
I like
game.
Orus, but like Heart Gold and Soul Silver kept the soundtrack kind of similar to what it was. Like it didn't change it that
Dude,
much.
Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl was sick.
I
I had
like
so
Brilliant
much
Diamond and
fun with
Shining
that.
Pearl. I played it. I bought it. I actually want to go further through it later down the
Yeah,
line.
it's
'Cause
fun. Like it's fun. Like
it,
they
dude.
did a good job at this stuff, and I like that the style they
Yeah,
did
I
for
like
it.
the chibi style. What's the problem with going back to chibi for one thing?
Yeah, I didn't need it to be. Yeah, like so they changed it up a little bit. Like who cares?
Yeah, I don't. Also, it's back. Actually, it's not even changed. It's back to what it was. I mean, what's the problem with that?
Yeah,
It's cool to go back to
I
what it
I,
was.
I still had fun in Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu. I do think that's one of the worst ones that we've ever
Yeah,
had.
dude. Everybody and their mothers. Like you may see X and Y. Everybody thought "Let's Go Eevee" and
But it
Pikachu
is
was
just going
terrible.
through it and getting a reminiscent with stuff being 3D graphics. I still had a blast.
I almost
On it.
wish we would have had a traditional Gen 1 remake though in 3D. That would have just been a better idea. Like without the
100%.
Let's
But for
Go
what it
format.
is, like it's still fun.
Oh yes, or the new format.
But the catching was kind of weird because it was like the Pokemon
Yeah.
Go style catching, which
It
was
it,
weird.
it was
But
during
still
the
good.
era when all Nintendo thought was that, you know, well they knew Pokemon Go. Dude, that was an era where people were just like it brought people
Yeah,
into
man.
Pokemon that had no clue about it.
Pokemon Go was so popular.
Now,
It,
even before Pokemon Go, it had $1 billion. It was a
one thing I'm
billion-dollar
realizing though is
franchise.
that people like once something's billion.
It
Yeah.
was, dude. It was. People say, "Oh no, dude, that's what brought it to mainstream." Oh no, it was the highest grossing franchise for a
Yeah,
long.
it
It
was
still is.
so popular anyway. I would say the card game, all of it helped a bunch. The card game helped so much though. And then just the people love merch. Like people love Pokemon merch.
Oh
Like they probably get
yes,
so much money off like plushies and I
I can
mean,
see
dude,
dude
even
plushies
me.
in the background.
Um,
I like the Raichu love too. Not enough people enjoy Raichu.
dude, I love Raichu,
Yeah,
but
it's. I mean, the anime adds a bias there. I think
um,
Raichu's way cooler than Pikachu is.
me too, me too. Um, I think that one thing that's funny I noticed because I'm playing Pokemon Go. I sometimes I peek in just to check it out.
Yeah.
They have it is way different from when I played before, so like it's interesting to me right now, and I do like the battle system to like pop on and do a couple and like not worry about it.
Oh, I remember. I
Um,
remember playing at launch day.
yeah, dude, we were into
Ooh.
it. Like we
Yeah.
played. I'm just saying that like one thing I noticed is people were like Pokemon Go was so big. Obviously, they weren't going to retain that number of
No.
players.
No.
Like it was like 160 million people playing it concurrently at a certain point, I think, or something like that.
It was a mobile game that was huge.
But the thing is, it's still huge.
Yes.
People just say that it's not big anymore because it doesn't have 160. They look at like what the peak was, and they're like, "Oh, it's not like it's not that." It's like,
Bro,
dude, did you think that Pokemon Go is going to keep 160 million active players? Like, are you insane?
it's a mobile game, guys. Also, what game? Here's the thing. Name a game that keeps millions of players other than World of Warcraft.
Yeah. Fortnite,
Yes, but that's that's also a battle royale. I mean, yeah,
dude.
that's just a battle royale.
So Pokemon, yeah. So this is what. So its peak in 2016 was like. I'm trying to look at what it was. Okay, so while the game reached its peak with 232 million active users, or 232 million users in 2016, it still had 71 million monthly active users, 55. So right now, last in September, they had 90.3 million active users.
90.3
Um,
million this
yeah,
year?
this year. Or no,
That's
2024.
that's still pretty good.
Not this year. Um, but
That's still pretty crazy.
sorry, that was last year. That was last year. But the 232 million was its top. So people think of 232 million, like, dude, games games like
It's like,
not
really?
popular anymore.
Uh,
And it's like actually it's one of the most popular mobile games in the
yeah, I
world.
have no idea
So
as to
that's not
why.
even you're just people just compare it to. So yeah, now October this month they have 20.1 million active users this month.
Yeah, I don't understand. I don't really
20 million.
understand.
You think your game's dead? You think the game's dying if there's
Dude, game's
20
dead, man.
million people
20
playing?
million. 20 million dead. It's like, not really. I mean, there are games that
And
have.
weekly it's 20 million. So it's like these people. Yeah, it's
Also, it's still getting updated.
so people. It does, yeah, big time. But I'm saying
Yeah.
people are always like, "Oh, dude, like, there's so many people that are like down." It's like, "Oh, it's a downward trend." It's like, yeah, from 234 million. Of
Yeah,
course, it's a
that's.
downward trend.
Yes. Not.
Like what?
Also, people get bored. Also, dude, people. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's not a
Mobile
game that you're
games.
gonna not get bored of. It's
No,
not a game you're
dude.
not gonna get bored of.
Dude, our dad was the textbook example of that. He was such a fan of it that like he was a super fan. He played it all the frickin' time. He had like high CP Pokemon after high CP Pokemon after high CP Pokemon. He grinded
He
it.
did.
And then he got bored. Like and then he left it. He permanently left it behind.
I could even see the statistics of like there's 3.8 million people playing right now in Pokemon Go. That's just on Google.
Which
So I mean, dude, what? So what are you? New updates come, they get a bunch of more players back, they sink down. It's
yeah.
just how not only mobile games go, but a game like Pokemon Go is gonna go. Not I'm not here to defend it. I'm just saying it doesn't have to be Pokemon Go.
No.
People do the same thing with Fortnite. They're like, oh, it's
Dude.
dying. It's like, no, it
Oh,
just
it's
doesn't have
dying.
100 million players anymore because it wasn't gonna stay that way. Like what things aren't gonna stay what game doesn't lose players as time goes on? I mean,
Yeah, I don't
name
understand
any.
it either.
And even WoW has a ton of players for an MMO, but it's gone down big
Yeah.
time.
Well,
It's
yeah,
not
it
gonna
was.
die, but
There is a golden age for everything, folks.
exactly, and
And
it's
if you
not gonna
missed
stay
out
that
on the
way.
golden age, you missed out on the golden age.
Yeah, and
But
Pokemon Go was the golden age was when every single person was playing.
it was
Although I think
2016.
it's more fun now than it was then,
It was
but we also have
2016.
a lot more content and stuff like
Well,
that.
yeah, you
But
have so much Pokemon. You don't just have Gen 1s
yeah,
or like
so like
Gen
even
2s.
honestly, the game was actually a lot worse then. There was just a lot more people playing.
Yeah, it's like and I in my mind I'm thinking if you want to talk about something that's dropped off, like talk about Halo. That's dropped off. Also my headphones.
Did that just break?
Oh yeah, dude, they've been broken for a while. I've just been selling the illusion of them
I
not
had
being
no
broken.
clue.
Yeah,
Um,
I
okay.
sold the illusion.
Um, so my next point of topic, okay? Because I talked about that way too long.
Yeah,
Is Battlefield 6 Battle Royale dropped today. Um, I sent Seth a picture of how my queue, like the players in queue ahead of me when it dropped. Dude, you should put that in the
it was like 56. Yeah, I'll put it in the edit.
like put a
That's your
picture
number. Yeah,
if you want, but
not just like
um,
not like push it up. I'm just gonna send the picture of it.
and it was
put
a
it on
million,
in
or I mean,
post.
it only took me like 3 minutes to
Mm.
get into like 3 to 5 minutes to get in. When I saw that number, I'm like, oh, it's going to be like an hour. But when servers work correctly and are ready for a giant load of pause, but a giant
Yeah,
like lot of
giant
people
load
coming
of
in.
players. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Like when there's that many people, when there's that many people coming in at once, that is, and it works flawlessly. That's unheard of these days, dude.
yes.
Like Dice is killing it over there. I
Oh,
don't
I'm
even know
with you, man.
what like I don't know what is going on with these guys,
Not
but they
having
are.
crappy net code. Whoa.
So I didn't play it. It's been out since 10 a.m. It's 1:30 now. I played like probably 10 games of it. I didn't want to go crazy on it right now, but I wanted to get some time in to kind of see.
Yeah.
So one thing that's cool is it's not as fast as Warzone, thank God. In a sense of like you have to be cracked at moving around because the more you move, the harder it is to shoot, as it should be.
Yes.
So you can't just jump and shoot. You can't
No.
slide and shoot. You can slide and shoot, but there's a high chance you're going to miss and die. That's just kind of how, and that's how it should be. Like I'm not
Yes.
upset about that. And drop shotting you can't do because if you drop shot, it takes your guy a second to look ADS and like be able to shoot. So there's all these mechanics out of COD. They kind of were like, we want it to be a little faster than the other battlefields, like where you have options, but we don't want it to be like Call of Duty where you're like freaking running around bouncing
like
off walls now. And
well, the advanced movement thing, like obviously it's not as advanced. It's not like COD, obviously, but that's that's a trend that's gonna stick around for a while. I mean, that's just how things are.
It's here. It's just gonna be here. But so there's that. The movement's great. The gunplay is incredibly good because it's like hard. I'm not saying it's hard where it's like, dude, it's so hard like PUBG. It's not like PUBG hard, but it's not like Call of Duty where I could just like hit my L trigger and I'm right on your body, you know?
Well, yeah, the freaking
you mean
the old aim assist snapping?
Yeah, like I'm having to from a certain range. I have to yeah. Like I have to actually tap shoot. I have to like tap shoot in this game from like a distance. Like I have to like do like tap bullets because I
like
can't
single shots.
I can't just sit there and spray and get all my hits with the
you can't
AR.
burst, you can't spray. You got a single shot. Single shot's more accurate because you're not just spraying all over the place like.
And people don't die. People die quick because it's Battlefield, but it's like the time to kill is longer than than Warzone, and I like that because you don't just die if you're out in the open and someone gets a drop on you.
That was atrocious, dude. The time to kill being that way.
There is custom loadouts, but they're not easy to get. They don't just drop and everybody just picks it up from a crate. You have to do like on the map missions. You have to like pick up missions and do them around the map, and other people can see you doing those missions and kill you while you're doing them and kind of like take over or stop you from doing it.
Yeah.
So people can like stop you from getting your loadout like actively. So loadouts, like as far as I'm concerned, it's been very hard to get your custom loadout, which I love. I would have actually been okay if they didn't even have custom loadouts, but
yeah, it's interesting. The custom loadout thing, like I said, for multiplayer, I think it's great, but for battle royale, it kind of defeats the purpose of scavenge. And
yes,
like
I kind of like
stuff.
PUBG. I like PUBGs where it's like you find stuff. Like
you're not just going.
But it's way harder.
My class.
So most of the time you're doing that though because you can't. It's hard to get your. As far as I'm concerned, it's been hard to get my loadout. I didn't get it once. And bringing your teammates back. So you get one free drop after you. So if you die, you get one free comeback, kind of like Rebirth, just right away. Like you just respawn after a certain amount of time, as long as your other teammate. Actually, no, even if your teammate dies, you still come back, which is cool. After a certain amount of time, and then after that, your teammate has to like go to a tower and like it like you like it's like PUBG's like tower thing, like you type in the tower, you have to sit in a certain like area near the tower and it's beeping like meh, meh, to get your teammate to come back. So it's hard to get your guy back, and I like that.
They're not just rehashing
it's not like you can buy him in 2 seconds, like, my guy's back
or the gulag.
Like okay, no, the gulag's not rehashed. So you just come back once, you just come back for free. And then
COD already did the gulag, so
the gas is not like in Warzone you can have a gas mask, you can do like gas plays and stuff.
Yes.
If you touch the circle, if this circle touches you, you're dead instantly. So if the gas stuff touches you, you're just dead. There's no gas plays, no like hiding in the gas and like rotating. It's just like if it touches you, you're dead.
Dude, the COD smooth brains, like the ones that are like genuinely smooth brains, are gonna be like, "Whoa, dude, what?" The COD bros.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know.
No,
I think it's awesome because it forces people to engage.
to actually look at the map instead
Yeah.
of just being like, "What, dude? No, this is terrible,
No,
man.
you
What
can't
the
like
heck?"
spam gas masks in your backpack and keep switching and like stay in the gas. Or you can't stim in the gas. It's like you're dead when
I
the
remember the
gas
time
touches you. You're dead.
I had a gas mask, and I think I still like the game glitched, and I died with the
Mhm.
gas mask on.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I
They
remember. I
also do
think
that
both of
thing where
us were
you
playing
gas
it.
mask. Like they have the animation for some reason in Call of Duty where you like have to take it, put it on, and take it off every time, which is like the dumbest. Like that's where you decide to be realistic.
Yeah,
Is that?
that's bad.
Um.
It's like the night
So that
vision goggles and
yeah.
stuff like
So
that.
that's the thing. People are hoping they bring night mode stuff.
That would
So
be
like
interesting.
you'll have like vision, thermal scopes. People are really hoping they bring that kind of stuff back.
Yeah, like night maps were fun in the other
I would
in
love it if
that
they brought. I hope they do. It's awesome.
back in the
I
day.
hope they do night mode battle royale. Like I hope they do. I hope everything's like. I hope they have a night mode version of everything.
Because it
Um.
just especially for battle royale, there's so many ambush opportunities with that. Like
Yeah. Like
not
I
not being able
want.
to see.
Yeah, dude, 100%. You got to be more careful. You got to use flashlights. Like that's cool.
Yes,
Like that
and it's
stuff's cool.
creepy too. You walk into a barn, you're
Yeah.
like that.
Like
You're
I
like
want
pointing your
that.
gun.
I
Like,
like it. They should have it. They should have it. Like they should add it. I'm sure they will. They're being smart right now, but
oh gosh, dude,
um,
that not to be off topic, but that reminds me of when they freaking added. They got rid of nighttime in Left 4 Dead. Oof, for the
yeah.
second
Oh my
game.
gosh, why would you
What
do
was
that?
the decision for that? Why?
I mean, they really. I mean, they really fumbled the bag anyway with the new one. They just did
Oh
so
yeah, the
bad with
freaking
all
Back
of
for
it.
Blood company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um. So they have that. There's vehicles, but the vehicles in Battlefield are cool. Like there's multiple people can get in your vehicle. There's guns. Piloting isn't easy. Like piloting the
No.
helicopters is not easy.
Oh, dude, it never
Um,
it never is. I would love to see a game, kind of like Command and Conquer Renegade. You could just use the WASD keys, and you'd easily be flying around in the helicopters.
mm,
Like you'd hold space down, and then it
yeah.
would go up. Like I do long for at least not Battlefield because that's not its thing, but I do long for a game that tries that, like tries that kind of simplicity. There is a place
But
for it.
Warzone does that. Yeah, Warzone does that.
Yeah, it's definitely. I will say the
I like it. I
helicopter.
like it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not like against either.
No.
Like it being easier. I just think it's cool because piloting's like a skill now. So it's like
Yes.
you want the guy who's good at piloting the helicopter in the helicopter.
Well, it's like
Um,
traditional Battlefield. I mean, it was always kind
yes.
of like, hey,
Like you had those
if
guys who
you
permanently just fly jets and they just
yes,
get in the jets and they fly the jets.
and they bomb
Um,
stuff, like
sick. So there's tanks and stuff on the map. I mean,
yeah.
it's so cool. Like the way that like it is made. Battlefield is like a made for a battle royale in my mind.
Battlefield
Like all the
One,
vehicles.
dude. Battlefield One, those tanks, brother. That was so fun. Rolling up in those small dinky tanks and just blowing people
It's
away.
so fun. And not including, dude, you could snipe people out of the blimps,
Oh,
which was so freaking cool.
the sniping in Battlefield 1 was so good. Every time
Oh,
you got the bullet drop,
so
so
good.
every time you'd like angle it up, I used to do that
Just
every
watching that
time.
whole freaking blimp just crash into the ground
Oh,
is
dude.
the best feeling. I pretty much only sniped in that game, honestly, and that's I don't do that often. Um,
Had to move someone so he doesn't bump the mic and possibly mess with the cord.
um,
But yeah. No, dude, that was
so so
that was awesome.
there's that. The vehicles are cool. Don't even get me started on the structure and like the destructive environments. It's like incredible for a BR. It's like how is that not it has to be a
Yes.
thing in
Why
every
is it
BR.
not in other
Like how is it
games?
not? I understand it's probably hard to do.
Fortnite
Like
kind of did it, not in the
did they?
traditional way. I mean,
You
you're
just mean with
just
like
shooting stuff.
breaking.
Yeah, it kind
Okay,
of
yeah.
is like that. So it's more gamey though. It's not like, oh, this is crumbling
Are you talking
down.
about like your builds?
I'm saying like you shoot a building or something and then you like take a wall out of it or something. I'm not saying it's like destructible
Do
to where
they?
it collapses. Yeah.
Oh, you're right. No,
Yeah.
you're right. You're
I'm
right.
not
You're
saying
right.
it
I'm with you.
collapses. There's no physics associated with it, which it would be
No, but
cool
that
if
is
there
cool though.
was.
But I'm just saying that it's that was fun. I was telling Seth that I was on a building like shooting people and like I got like 4 kills or something, and then somebody just bombed my building and I just
You got
fell
to
to the
experience
ground.
the first
Like, and I'm just
destructible
like watching the
environment
building like
stuff.
crush below me, like, oh no. One thing is interesting is the map isn't as big as like Verdansk and the ones Warzone does, which is actually kind of nice. Um, the the areas are laid out a lot more, like better. Like it's not so like, oh, there's open areas here, there's open areas here. It's a lot more like it just flows a lot better, but the zone comes in faster. So it's like you're getting an action faster than you'd think. Like it's not as high paced as Warzone when you are in
No,
action,
it's not high
but you're
octane
seeing a lot more groups as you're playing,
where you're
which is
zipping around.
and because you can't be in the gas, you have to everyone's moving in at the same time pretty much. Like
You're not
they're
going to have
all
a game where you're just walking around and
yeah.
encountering nobody.
Yeah, I zipped up and killed these 2 snipers on a building. I don't know how they didn't hear me, but
Sound
and then
design
I got
too probably isn't as bad
yeah.
either.
Sound design is very good, which is weird because I'm used to Warzones, which is really bad.
Oh, it's terrible.
So my first thought was like, oh, this sounds kind of bad. And then it just took me a little bit to be like, actually, this is just good sound design and Warzone's just bad. And I'm used to
Yes,
bad sound
dude.
design.
Warzone
Because I play
sound
Warzone so
design.
much that you get used to it. You know the quirks of it. So even though it's terrible, I understand what's happening because I played it so much. This game, it's like, oh, it's good sound design, so my brain's used to bad sound design.
Yeah, horrible
So I'm like, wait a
McDonald's
second, they're
sound
actually over here
design.
when it's the steps over here? Like, that's weird. Like every single thing has a different sound, like a different sound to it. Like, oh, gravel. So
Which is
like
how every game should
I agree. Especially with
be.
this, it's gotta be good. I mean, with a shooter like this, it's gotta be good.
Bro, it's a freaking it's like, dude, it's not that hard to associate a different sound with a different texture. I've done it before myself. It's not that hard to
Warzone
do.
does it. It's just not with everything. They don't
Which
do it with
is
everything.
like, what? Even Command and Conquer Renegade did that. You know, you'd be on
I'm not.
metal. You'd walk on
I'm not giving
metal.
them a defense. It's sad.
And that
It's
game's
sad.
from 2002.
I'm just saying it's funny because I thought I'm sitting here thinking like this isn't very good, the sound design, but it's like actually I'm so used to trash that it actually is good. I'm just so used to garbage that I can't even like function properly.
Even
So
Old
that's
COD did that.
yeah. Yeah. So that is what I haven't even
Heck?
tried I'm actually excited to play the campaign. I haven't tried it. But
I've never
that
played a
is
Battlefield campaign in my life. That's what's so
do
funny
they
about
have
it.
them usually
They
always?
Bad Company started it a little bit.
Okay, I didn't play Bad Company at
I didn't
all, I don't think.
either. I didn't either. It looked cool though.
I played Battlefield 5 for like a day and was like, ugh,
Oh, dude,
I don't know.
freaking Battlefield. What was it? Freaking 20, whatever. There
Battlefield
was
5 was really just
Battlefield
Battlefield
5. Yeah,
5.
yeah. Battlefield
But
5 was Battlefield
2042, you're
5.
talking about 2042.
Yeah, not
Everyone
2142.
everyone hated 2042.
2142 is a great game. 2042
Yeah,
is.
I agree. 2142 I actually played.
Yeah, same.
But,
2042.
there's a bunch I didn't play. I mean, I played whatever one 1948 or 1948.
1942.
Was
Which
that with
was
the Desert Combat
yep, Desert Combat
mod?
mod.
That I played the most by far.
It was the best one, to be honest.
And I even was playing on keyboard and mouse, and like I played on. You can only play on keyboard and mouse, I think. Then
Yeah, it had
if you had it on your PC,
It had slick keyboard and mouse controls. Like there
I
were
played it
gamepads you could use with PC, but they were okay. I mean,
not like now. We're gonna
no,
plug my Xbox controller in.
no.
But I get what you're saying. Like, but yeah, so I played that one. That one was good. Desert Combat is, in my opinion, one of the best mods ever created of anything.
Oh, agreed.
Personally,
It proves that
was
mods
so
can be an
good.
art. Mods can be an art.
Yeah, I mean, it was
folks.
better than the game. It was like
Yes.
people played that more than the game. I feel like that mod.
My freaking USB hub fell again.
Oh, I thought that was Watson.
No, I'm just gonna buy. I'm just gonna buy a new. Today, I'm actually gonna head out after the show and just buy a new one. I think.
I like
I'm
how
gonna
it's
go out and buy a new
always.
one.
I just remember it's just making me think of when I'm there and we're just like watching it drop. We're just like
Yeah.
watching it
Well,
drop.
I'm buying a new one, so I'm buying a new one
Nice.
today.
Um. Uh. So the next one I played 2042 or 2142 a little bit, and then I played Battlefield 1 was the
Oh,
second one I
whew.
played the second
Yeah, it
most.
was
I
good.
loved. I even went back to that recently for a while. Like me and my buddy John were playing it for like just playing that for a while because we
It's a
got so
solid
tired of Call of
game.
Duty. But anyway, with all this that's basically the BR in a nutshell, right? And it's just from what I told you. What do you think?
More interesting than freaking COD
Also, it's
is, let me
free,
tell
by
you.
the way.
Yeah, but that's Fortnite's free too. Like that's their shtick is free battle royale.
Yeah, but dude, 2042 in 2042 it costed money to play it, and
Well,
in
yeah.
Blackout when they did Black Ops 4,
Oh
you had
yeah,
to pay.
Blackout.
You had to buy the game to play Blackout too.
Blackout was around the time of like PUBG when everybody just kind of they weren't really thinking of the strat to just make a free component. They were just like, oh, still paid. In some ways, I prefer paid because it means that if there are new maps, they actually care about making maps and
It's
have a
funny you say
desire.
that because a lot of the Battlefield player base that I was reading about wanted you to have to pay for the battle royale because they thought that exactly what you said. They thought it wouldn't be slammed with battle passes and
A lot of times
um,
there's like
there's a battle
no
pass, by the way.
quality control. Oh, not
Obviously, they were gonna
surprised.
have a battle pass.
Not surprised.
People just
That
don't
that'll
want
be
them
an
to do like all the
that'll be an
crazy
intro clip.
skins and stuff. They're like, please don't make it like Fortnite or like.
Yes, don't copy
And
Fortnite.
honestly, I fully agree. I want like a gritty. I don't want to see an anime girl like running
No,
around.
no.
And that's from coming from me. That's a big step
Yeah, I know,
for me to
dude.
say.
You were okay with cat ears with the Halo stuff, like the Spartans. And I'm
It
like, dude,
was.
bro, Halo was gritty. There was a time when it was.
It always was
Yeah, there.
until the.
Yeah, till
I
even
mean,
for.
pineapples on your chest. It's like,
Oh
dude.
yeah,
But
yeah. That
so
was.
anyway, what were you saying? It was more interesting. It seems more interesting.
It seems more interesting. Battle
I
Royale
know
as a
battle royale really
genre.
isn't your
Yeah.
super, isn't
Oh
your like
no,
main
no,
thing, but
no. It was. There was a time when I was genuinely into it.
it's not my main thing anymore either. Just to
It was
clarify,
around the
but
it was around the PUBG era when I was like actually into battle royale. I was playing it a ton.
dude, PUBG is so fun. Like even still, if people were like, "Dude, get on and play
Yeah.
PUBG," I would play it. Like I like PUBG. When you get a kill in PUBG, you feel like you're like an actual like hired assassin or something. You're like, dude,
Yeah.
I just shot so good.
Shotgun camping was pretty fun. It would get you a
Yeah,
lot of kills. You would just stay
dude,
at
I
the
had yeah, oh yeah.
you go in the middle of the circle, hide in a box car, and then just pull your
Well,
shotgun
dude, you
out.
played PUBG more than I played it.
I
Like
played it more
by a
than
lot.
everybody did
Yeah,
in the
you played
family.
solo all the time.
Oh yeah, I played solo all the time. All the time, brother. Every night I was sitting there playing it, and then I got to a point where I was like, okay, are they gonna make some new battle royales? Like, are we gonna see some? Because usually with the genre, we get a lot of competition, right? We get a lot of competition where I'm like, oh, this is really interesting. It seems like PUBG, they just never like Fortnite was the closest I feel, not like competing, gameplay wise, but you get what I'm saying. Like actually
Yeah.
fun factor wise, they
Yeah.
and that game is like we talked about Pokemon Go before. It's just a game that's always going to be there. Fortnite
PUBG,
is
you mean?
not going
Oh, Fortnite, yeah.
anywhere. Fortnite
Yeah,
is the battle royale thing. That is the
I mean, I wish Fortnite never did the multiverse thing. I think it's super
yeah
dumb.
yeah. The Roblox concept was a bit odd.
I like the I don't know. Fortnite I like people are haters on like they want it to be like less more simplified. I love the like silly updates. It keeps everything interesting in the game. Like the silly crazy like oh all these new weapons and you can use a mecha one season,
Oh
you can
yeah,
use
yeah.
like all that's so fun. Like it's that's the way I look at it, but
You're not the thing is you're not rehashing the same stuff over and over. You're actually doing something different. And
Yeah.
that's
Obviously, all the sweats want
then just
like
make a
it to
mode
be,
just make a mode for all the sweats.
and they kind of have. I don't know, man. It doesn't matter. But PUBG was so fun, man.
I want a new I want a new battle royale, not linked to another franchise or anything, just its own thing. Kind of in the spirit of PUBG, but kind of like, we've enhanced things. We've kind of combined a bunch of ideas, the shooting of certain games and the like maybe we
PUBG's
enhance the movement. I'm not saying slidey movement. I'm saying like
people
maybe
didn't.
we
It's fun thing about PUBG is I had it on console and I was having a blast, like playing a game with controller with no aim assist. It was just like so fun because you feel like when you get a kill, like I said, you feel so good.
well, yeah.
But so many of my friends were like, I can't do this. We're like dropping in. They couldn't
No,
deal with like
dude.
having to be patient. They couldn't deal with,
It's COD Bros, dude. That's all it is. COD
honestly,
Bros, bro.
yeah.
COD Bros, I'm sorry.
Honestly, yeah.
Remember back in the day when they used to be memed? Like people thought COD Bros existed back then. No, COD Bros did not exist back then. By the time Modern Warfare 2019 came out, these like, hey dude, these like gamer brained boys came in who only like they'll sit there for like just
Yeah.
hours, just
Like they don't play video games, they play Call
no,
of
they just
Duty.
play COD. They just play
A
COD,
lot
and
of their base is people like that. They don't play other games. They just play. I do think that's some of why it gets so sweaty too, is because their player base. There's so many players that when they play video games, they only play Call of Duty.
I'm sure if you
Like where
walk
you
into
and me, like we play so many.
yes, yes,
They
we're
play. I mean, I was COD brain for a bit. I'm gonna be completely honest
yeah,
with
well, yeah,
Warzone.
you
With
were
Warzone
COD
One, I was
brained.
COD brained up the wazoo. I was literally telling people that if you want to play games with me, you have to get on Warzone.
And then you saw the horrors of what happened. You just
Then
kind
I
of
was
walked
just like,
away.
well, this is a waste of time. I'm not having any fun, and this game turned into trash like almost immediately. But
Which
not
I
almost
think
immediately,
is,
but fast.
dude,
Not fast. Actually, really wasn't fast, but
yeah,
I stuck around for it for some ungodly reason. It was like
yeah,
I was
the
chasing how I felt when I was first playing it, but it just kept getting worse and worse and
well,
worse and
yeah,
worse.
dude, they're just gonna keep
So I was like,
adding.
oh, it's just never gonna be.
No, bro,
And I
yeah,
finally unhooked myself from that loop of trash, but it took
and
a long
bro,
time.
I'm just saying it's funny. Like these COD brain guys, like you walk in, you say, "Dude, I played this game." Instead, they're like, "What are you doing? That game's terrible, man. What are you 5 years old, dude? That game's
Yeah.
a kiddie game or
Yes.
whatever."
Yes.
Even games that aren't kiddie art style wise, they'd be like, "Dude, Halo, that's a kids game, dude."
That is just insulting to me.
Dude, that is how COD kids are now. Back in the
Dude,
day, it was kind of like
but
they
what
weren't.
how? Like you can't say it's realism because Call of Duty has zero realism.
Yeah, you're going.
Is it because they have real guns? Like
It's
that's
because
it?
the photorealism too, like full commitment to it. They're like they're like so attracted to the photorealism.
I mean,
Even though you're zipping
the
around.
the amount of guys that I know even to this day that don't play pretty much anything but Call of Duty is. I'll admit some of my friends have kind of transferred to being more like they'll play whatever. Like they'll play other stuff, and that is crazy. But for the most part,
Yeah,
most of them are like, you play something besides Call of Duty? Like
like
what?
what are you doing, dude? What are you doing? You're crazy. And
Like, are
I'm
you
thinking,
insane?
are you stupid? And I'm like, COD brain boys. It's like I'm basically passing on. I've already passed on the staff when it comes to COD. I've handed people that I'm like, the younger generation must continue without me. That's basically what it's
Oh,
turned into. I'm like, I'm
yeah.
done. I've left this
What's the
behind.
last one you played?
I played Black Ops 6 for zombies. I didn't play it for
I don't count. I count that, but I'm saying like, when's the last time you played like the regular, any
like
regular
multiplayer
modes,
or something like that.
anything? Yeah. Like, was it
Uh
Cold War?
yeah, it was Cold
Did you?
War when I genuinely got into it again.
Cold War was good though. I
That
thought.
was the last.
I
Oh,
thought
agreed. Agreed.
Cold War's multiplayer was like very fun.
It kind of reminded me of the older days, kind of glory days.
Yeah.
Man, I need to throw that in.
The
I'll
glory
find,
days.
never mind, I'll find someone like you. Still haven't with COD. I will never find
Yeah, and
someone
you won't.
like you.
And you won't, unfortunately.
Yeah, and then X Defiant like isn't tries to be like COD but fails horribly.
I knew the second that I did, don't get me wrong, I did have some fun on X Defiant, but I knew it was so much, it was too much like Call of Duty. I'm like, you're not gonna, if you're making a game that's like Call of Duty, it's not gonna beat it out. That's
Also, bro, it's
just not gonna happen.
Ubisoft. Ubisoft never makes multiplayer games.
They're also terrible right
And they're
now.
terrible now, dude.
Man,
They're embarrassing. Ubisoft is on borrowed time.
I don't even know how they even are still kicking at all right
Dude,
now.
remember that Assassin's Creed clip? Resentment can the really crappy accent.
I just heard there's a bunch of people like that are sponsored, like they got sponsored by Ubisoft, and they never paid a bunch of these people, like
Dude,
streamers and content creators. They
they're
didn't pay a
dead.
bunch of them. So it's like you're just like you can't even pay your content creators. You are doomed.
Yes. Well, dude, they also killed they killed every franchise. They killed Splinter Cell. They killed Assassin's Creed. They made Rayman, by the way. So if they die, that thing's going out the door. I think they haven't done that in a while.
Going out the
Prince of
door,
Persia.
dude. Rayman would be something that I would buy from them if
Prince of
they made a
Persia
Rayman.
dead.
Prince of Persia is another game that I would buy from them.
They killed Prince of Persia.
Right, there's nothing on Rayman anymore, is there?
I don't think so. No.
The last one was Legends, right? Still?
Yeah, I think it was, or there might have been like one more 2D game, maybe. It might
I'm
just
looking
be
right now.
Legends, but like it seems like Rayman kind of hit the ground.
Rayman Legends was the last standalone Rayman game.
Ooh.
Wait, oh no,
Yeah.
Rayman Legends Definitive Edition, so it is just Rayman Legends.
Yeah, so they're basically just kill the franchise.
What's Rayman Adventures? I don't think I've played that.
I didn't play Watch Dogs. They killed that. What else did they make?
There is a game that's called Rayman Adventures that I've never played. That came out in 2015. But other than that, it's been Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope, Rayman, and the Phantom Show. So Rayman's like in a weird Mario and Rabbids game for a little bit.
Obviously Assassin's Creed is dead. I mean, that's a no doubt. We've already talked about that. It's just funny how they cannot get things right, dude. It's you know what killed Ubisoft? Assassin's Creed. That killed Ubisoft, in my honest opinion. That is what killed the company, because that was their big thing. That was their moneymaker. That was their cash cow. And the second that they started slapping Assassin's Creed on games that weren't Assassin's Creed, that was when I feel they hit the ground. That was when, and they just poured time into Assassin's Creed over and over.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, dude.
They lost everything. They killed all their other franchises because this was their big thing. So, which is sad. It's sad. I
mean, Rayman. Did you ever play Rayman 64?
Never did. No.
Rayman 64 was like one of my favorite games of all time. I feel
like the N64 was just good with platformers. Just in general, they had like some of the perfect ones.
True.
But it's just interesting to think, like, how do you kill a company? You know, and I'm sorry for like throwing this way off, but it just made me think of that, because I was like, a whole company is gonna probably die. It's probably gonna hit the ground and die.
Yeah. I don't know how they haven't yet, dude. Honestly. Also, Halo had a big announcement, which we already knew, so it wasn't really an announcement. It just kind of confirmed it more, like what was going on with it more.
We already knew the remake of the Halo 1 campaign. I even remember hearing rumors that it would be campaign only.
And
and it was announced in a multiplayer event for some reason.
announced at a multiplayer event who
Which
don't care about a Halo 1
no,
remake
dude.
at all.
No.
As you're in your last tournament, you're saying you're going to support right now. That's what you show us. Like, we're going to be excited.
Yeah.
I love Combat Evolved. I'm not dissing it. I don't think we needed a remake of
No,
Combat Evolved
no.
from 3 Trash 3, but
Because it's just going to make me angry about the Halo Anniversary. If it's actually good, then I'll just be mad because Halo Anniversary was eh.
dude, I want multiplayer. I want a new multiplayer. I don't even. You could release another like definitive multiplayer of something for Halo, and I wouldn't care. It'd be awesome.
Yes. Well, they'll never. I mean, bro, they're not gonna. They're not
We'd
gonna
have to
do
go
that.
back to Anniversary Edition.
Well, you have to
Sounds
go back. You have to remake the same game again. In 2011, they made a remake. So
Also,
it was more of a
Formal,
remaster, I guess. But
who's one of my favorite pro gamers ever. He played Halo, then COD, then Halo again. So at the last tournament he didn't win. This is like his he was basically like, if there's no more Halo, I probably won't be a pro anymore, just because he loves Halo so much and he doesn't want to go back. He's like, I'm not going back to Call of Duty
no,
to play professionally.
especially
He's like, I'm not.
nowadays, dude. Woof.
A lot of the Halo pros are trying to get on COD teams now, but Formal was like, I'm not. Formal was like, I'm not going back to Call of Duty. He's like, Halo's so much better. I'm not going back to Call of Duty.
No, dude. That's not even
So
fair.
he was going to retire. So it was kind of like his last tournament, and he's still.
Also, I just thought of something. How come in the Tokyo Game Show they didn't announce the Halo thing? Why wouldn't they announce Campaign Evolved, as they call it, hokiest name of all time, on the Tokyo Game Show?
Mhm.
Why put it on a multiplayer event?
Exactly.
Yeah, like why not
Yes.
just put it on Tokyo Game Show or an Xbox Game Show or whatever? Like there's no
Yeah.
reason. That's very out of place. And then here's the thing. It's I'm dying over here, but it's not that difficult to I mean, dude, just keep supporting Infinite's multiplayer. Like add new maps. Don't be focusing on the next Halo. And here's the thing: employees want to move on. They want to do a different engine. They didn't like the engine that Halo Infinite had because they didn't understand.
So, do you think that they're doing this to show what the engine can, like, to practice what the engine can do before they make
Yes.
another Halo game?
Yes, it's Unreal Engine. They are using this to practice. They are.
Yeah, but they're remaking one again to practice for when they make another release.
Yeah, because they're using Unreal Engine instead of.
So rather than doing it on doing a new game with a new engine, they want to do an old game.
Well, yeah, because they don't want to screw it up. I mean, but
that's a good point.
I will say this: why not? This is what I wanted to tell them. Shut up and use the engine that you're using now. Just learn it, dude. It's the same engine. So apparently, it's the same engine as the older Halo games.
What's the difference between? Like, what is the big deal about swapping? What is the actual
reason
for it?
You have to read. The reason why they wanted to do it was
is
because
5 the new one?
Infinite's the newest. The newest engine.
Unreal.
Oh yeah, Unreal Engine 5 is the newest one.
Is it the newest? Okay.
having used it recently and still using it for the game I'm developing, but
4.
What I will say is.
5.
Yeah,
you use 4 or 5?
I use 5. I switched to 5 because 4 is so I tried to use it on my computer and it's not even usable on modern hardware, as hilarious as it is. Not because of specs. I think it's just because there's some weird quirks that make it annoying. But
I'm looking at when to use 5. Like, why would you use 5 or 4? Like, what should I use 5 or 4? So they're giving me different reasons.
The funny part is I disable all the crazy lighting features 4, 5, and all like lumen and nanite.
So you
and
do
all
use
that.
5.
Yes, I do. Because 4 I tried to use 4, but on my computer, you know how some like modern things, like old software doesn't work very well on like modern stuff sometimes. Like
Yes,
not
that is
frame rate
true.
wise, but it's like glitchy and weird. It's because, it's just the nature of the things. As you go further, certain games can be worse. Some can be better, some can be worse, but like even engines. But the reason why they want to switch is because they think, and this is the stupidest thing ever, because keep in mind, dude, I've been modding Halo for years. If a doofus like me can learn Blam, that's what the engine's called,
Lamb, yeah.
then I think they can. It's just looking at the documentation a little bit, guys. Is it
Yeah,
that
but this
hard?
is choose Unreal Engine 5 for cutting edge graphics and
Yeah.
features, offering next gen features like nanite
Yeah,
for
nanite
handling
and
massive
lumen.
polygon counts, and lumen for real time dynamic
Yes.
lighting.
Yeah, you can have those.
So why wouldn't they switch? Like, what would be the reason? Like, why wouldn't a big developer switch?
Switch engines? Like you
Yeah.
mean fully? Well, because you have to reprogram the entire thing. Every
Oh, like
single
the whole
function.
engine.
Yep. When you switch engines, you can't transfer games. You just have to reprogram everything from the ground up. They wanted to start ground up. 343 wouldn't let them. And I actually think 343 is kind of smart there. They're like, dude, just keep using the same engine. Just learn the engine. But they're too lazy to learn the engine. They're like, oh, dude, it's too hard.
Like they're gonna
It's too
upgrade
hard,
eventually,
man.
right?
It's too hard, dude. Well,
I'm just more so talking from 343's standpoint.
they kept reiterating, like, adding on to the previous engine over and over and over again with each game because they're technological wizards. And I feel like that's better in some ways to me. If you have your own engine, like you made an engine, right? Let's say you coded it from the ground up. In my opinion, that's better than using a proprietary engine like Unreal or Unity. I think it is better. A lot of times, better games come
Isn't it
out
like
from
way
those.
more?
It's
Like
way more
who
work.
made their own? Who made their own? And
Bungie
like,
made the first engine. COD made their own engine. Bungie made their own engine.
COD made their own.
343
They made their game off their own engine.
Yep. Even the old CODs, only their own engines. So,
Hey, that explains why COD's so good, though.
yeah, it's because they made their own engine. Like gunplay wise.
Hey, that's a great example. That's why there's nothing like it,
Halo.
because you can't have anything like it.
Same with Halo. I mean, bro, I'm not saying Halo can't be copied, but the difference is.
Wait, so Halo's using their own.
Yep, from the beginning of Halo 1 all the
Until
way
now?
to Infinite. It's the same engine too. It's just been
Yeah, but I'm saying now they're swapping Unreal 5.
Yep, they're swapping, and I'm thinking.
Wait, so I agree. So you should just keep your own homemade engine.
Yes,
100%.
Keep your own homemade
Halo's
engine.
Gonna feel like, so it's gonna feel like really different then, probably.
Yes, they're like, dude, we can get the original feel. No, you can't. I like the engines. I like Unreal. I like Unity.
It explains why Halo's so good then.
Yes, it's because they kept
they made
the first
their own
game's engine, and they kept building on it from game to game to game. Halo 2, still the same engine. Halo 3, still the same engine.
Okay, what's another example? This is blowing my mind. I didn't even know that.
Left 4 Dead. That's the source engine.
They built their own.
Yeah, Dying Light, their own engine.
Dying Light built their own engine.
Yeah,
you're joking.
Yeah, they did. I've used their developer tools. They're pretty fun for like mods and stuff. They're really good. It might be some of the best mod tools I've ever used, which it is just an engine technically.
I'm looking up a list of games that use their own engine.
Dude,
Grand Theft Auto?
Yeah, bro. Assassin's Creed.
Dota 2.
Assassin's Creed. Uncharted. Metal Gear Solid.
A bunch of my favorite games made their own engine.
Mario. Zelda.
Fallout 4.
Fallout 3. Fallout 4.
Elder Scrolls Skyrim.
Oblivion.
God of War?
Yeah.
It was its own engine.
Yeah. Nobody uses. The thing is, Unreal Engine.
Call of Duty games.
You know what I
Oh
think
my
that?
gosh. Uncharted.
Yeah, Arkham.
Their own engine.
Well, Arkham used
Doom.
Unreal.
And all of
But-
the Wolfenstein series. Own engine. Assassin's Creed. Oh my freaking gosh.
Arkham Knight, they built their own version of Unreal 3. They built their own version to kind of go between 4 and 3. So they took an already existing engine and made their own version of it.
What the freaking
I know,
heck?
dude. People are crazy. Dude, and engines are a big deal. Here's the thing. I think, in my opinion, the best Unreal has ever been is Engine 3. Unreal Engine 3 is my favorite. Like, Dishonored was made in Unreal Engine 3. The Arkham games were made in Unreal Engine 3. Fable Anniversary, the Fable remake, Unreal Engine 3. Like, Unreal Engine can be good. I just think that 5 and 4 aren't as good as 3. Because 3 had so much time in the oven to develop. I think 4 and 5 are so, like, they're not new. 4's not new, but you know what I'm saying. Like, it's not, to me, it's not like, oh hey, it's not as polished as 3.
How did I not know that?
Dude, it's Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 3.
So basically, what I'm realizing is if you want to kind of tweak stuff to really feel how you want it to feel, you got to make your own.
Yes, you do.
Like if you really want to be like, I'm in control of every aspect of how this game feels,
because you're
looks.
programming the render engine. So the things you see on screen, they're writing their own render engine. And I thought about doing it. I was like, no way, dude. That is, for an indie dev, that is stupid.
No, indie dev. I was reading that's pretty much always AAA.
Yeah,
guys doing that.
AAA always, dude. Not indie devs.
Wait, that's just blowing my mind. So that's why Halo is so dang good.
Yes, it's because...
Dude, I'm not kidding you. The amount of time I'm like, man, I really wish... Like I'm like, man, I really wish people could make stuff like Halo or how Call of Duty feels. Now, I'm not. This is just how it feels. I'm not. It doesn't.
Yes.
Not everybody has to agree on the movement or
No,
whatever. But I'm saying
no.
gunplay, how it feels in the game, is because they made their own.
Yes,
and it's why we don't get games that feel like Halo because they made their own engine.
Yes,
except
and
now, unfortunately.
I think Halo you could do in a different engine. I think COD's gunplay is more so a case of being like, okay, this is... Now, I will say you have to tweak it a ton. If you want to match... No, dude, you know why X-Defiant didn't succeed? Because they didn't study what made COD's shooting good. They just tried to copy it. They watched a gameplay video of it, didn't play the game. You can copy it.
Yeah.
I think someone could.
Maybe.
I just think people suck.
Maybe. I just don't think people care. This is what I'm trying. This is what I think. If you copy and the gunplay feels like COD, people are just gonna play COD.
True.
You need a reason for me to play your game, not because it feels like Call of Duty, because I'd rather just play Call of Duty then, kind of thing. To me, that's not saying that's how everybody feels, but I'm always gonna try a new shooter that comes out, especially if it's free, because why not? But if it feels like COD, I don't see how I don't know how someone's going to do COD's gunplay better than COD. Where you're like, whoa, I'm going to play this instead.
Yeah.
Thing. I'm not saying it's impossible.
No.
I don't think it is. But nobody's come close.
I don't think devs are passionate enough to do it.
And whatever that game, what game was that again?
X-Defiant.
X-Defiant felt like doggy doo-doo compared to just
playing Call of Duty. It's also Ubisoft. Ubisoft is trash, bro. I'm just being honest. No one's giving it a college try except Ubisoft. They're awful. They're terrible. Who thought in the war dude, they can't do anything. They can't even do their old formula. Assassin's Creed whatever it was. What was that one that I bought? I forget what it was. Shadows or something like that. They sucked so bad at remaking the formula for Assassin's Creed. They can't even remake their own formulas correctly. Like, what?
Oh, yeah. No, you're right.
How?
Dude, Seth, actually, yeah, how? I don't know.
You
They're
made
terrible.
the
I don't
game.
know.
You can't even copy your old stuff.
Dude, freaking 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Guess how many Tom Clancy's games they've canceled?
I'm going to guess 20.
14.
Mm.
They've canceled 14 Tom Clancy games. Why?
Because they're interesting.
Four Rayman games they canceled. Sorry, that's just insane.
I told you, bro. They're stupid. They're stupid. They can't do anything. Then they're like this. They're like this. They're like, bring out the Black Flag remaster. Bring it out.
Please, anything.
Black Flag. I'm like, dude, I like Black Flag. Doesn't need a remake at all, dude. Black Flag was fine. The only thing I could say, just make a new game, first off.
The guys have made so many games.
Oh, yeah, dude. They've been around for a long time.
Believe how many they've made.
Every Splinter Cell? Dude, the amount of canceled Splinter Cell games they have. Woo!
14.
Yeah, dude.
That's insane.
They cannot
That's just
get
what we know
Splinter
about.
Cell.
I mean, it could be even more.
They cannot release Splinter Cell for crap. You thought Sanzaru Games was bad with
Do they
Sly
just think
Cooper?
it's bad, or do they just think that whatever they're making isn't good enough, or do they think it won't do well?
No, it's called people that are lazy employees. They just don't think it's either they don't think it's a good idea or they don't see dollar signs. They're not like they see the dollar signs, they come in.
Yeah.
Why do you think they slapped Assassin's Creed's name on games that weren't Assassin's Creed? Because the COD brain equivalent of Assassin's Creed fans will buy anything. They'll throw their hard-earned cash at garbage.
True. And they do.
Garbage.
And
I don't.
They do.
I gave up Assassin's Creed.
No, you and I don't, but I'm saying most of them do.
Oh yeah, it was Assassin's Creed Mirage, and it was an awful return to formula. It could have been so good, but they did an atrocious job at going back to what the games were originally about.
13 Assassin's Creed games. Just let it go.
I know, dude.
Just let it go. Actually, isn't there 14, including the Asian one?
Well, also count the spinoffs. You have
this isn't all of them. This actually isn't even all of them.
You have Bloodlines, you have Altair's Chronicles, and Assassin's Creed 2 Discovery.
Crap, you're killing me, man.
And you're also sucking at it. You're not getting better at it either. You're just sucking still, dude. You can't just reuse the old engines. It's stupid, man. Ubisoft's stupid. Ubi suck. Just like that guy said.
You would be such.
He's right. It was he predicted it. That like in the future, he knew in the future that Ubisoft would be terrible. They are atrocious. Like they are so bad. How do you screw up with a franchise that lasted 16 games? How do you screw that up? Or like 18 some games.
We knew exactly how we saw them do it.
But how?
Because they're morons, dude.
How do you mismanage it? I'm not saying it should have continued for that long.
God, they stopped Uncharted. When I know it wasn't.
Yeah, you're talking about Naughty Dog. Yeah,
I'm just saying. I'm just counting series that could have gone on longer if they wanted. Thank God they stopped Uncharted.
And people are still begging for Uncharted 5. Like, dude, give us Uncharted 5. Come on.
No, they closed it. Before they closed it.
Yeah, they did.
There was, don't get me wrong. There was a few. There was some parts of it I didn't like, but there's parts of it I thought was awesome.
Gameplay wise, it was not the best. Mission design wise, it was not the best.
But you closed it though. They closed it, so just let it be closed. Don't open it again.
Even 3 closed it, but then Neil Cuckman had to come in and make a 4th one and ruin the writing style. He had to come in and be like, he had to be like, Nate's a family guy now. He's out of shape. He doesn't enjoy his life anymore.
And he's also miserable.
He's miserable.
Should have been with Chloe.
Also, just write it better. Why is his brother here? What does that have to do with anything? His brother's an idiot.
His brother's cool, but his brother's also like just a giant douche.
He's a smooth-brained moron. He's stupid. He's constant. He's like, hey, bro, we got to go find the treasure. You want to find it? Betrays him within like not even the last mission. Midway through the game, he betrays him, and we predicted it from a mile away. Everyone who played the game knew.
Yeah, me too. I mean, obviously, he was so weird. He was also, like, so shady. It was.
Also, he had to make up a brother character. Amy had no mention of Sam at all in 3. Because you go back in time. True. There's no mention at all. Neil's just like, oh, we got to make up a brother. He's like, and then, so they can force conflict and do another drama conflict between Elena and Nate again. The third game resolved that.
Yeah, true, actually.
The third game resolved it.
Nope, gotta bring it back. This just goes to show we didn't even need another game.
No, we didn't. That's my problem. I will say it's not as bad as Assassin's Creed, like you said. It's only one extra game. With Assassin's Creed,
I'm just saying, like, thank God they stopped. That's what I'm saying. They could have made it, because I don't think Uncharted 4 is bad. I think compared to the other ones, it's not great.
Oh yeah, compared, it's like, what is happening?
But I think Assassin's Creed they just were like, who cares? They just keep throwing darts at the board. Something's gonna stick again. We'll make it, and we're still making money off these pea brains, so it's okay. Like, keep releasing.
Assassin's Creed Rogue in 2015 was the last game for me, where you be a Templar. That was like the last one that
was a good game.
It was like, it's sad because it's such a short game. I wanted more content.
Was that after Black Flag?
Yep. And it takes place after Black Flag in the timeline. It actually connects. Every other game is like, let's bounce from the Middle Ages to the Renaissance to the
Vikings.
Yeah. Even though everyone was like, hey, where's Altair? Why doesn't he have more games? Hey, where's Ezio? Oh, they concluded Ezio's story by having Ezio give up like a baby boy. That's how you make him conclude his story. Altair, I don't get to see any part of his life. You just jump like 10 years each time, 20 years. There's massive gaps for Ezio's story. There's massive gaps for Altair's. I can't see what happened in between said gaps. It's good. It's a mystery. How did he plan out these assassinations, huh? How did this happen? How did he travel from freaking Florence all the way to Venice or whatever, or all the way to Rome? What happened? Why are there these massive gaps? What was he doing? Was he just crying because he doesn't want to be an assassin anymore? He's an old man now and he has to retire. Thanks, guys.
Yes.
That's a dignified ending for him. It was such a good ending. It's like, no, it wasn't. It was not a good ending. It was not a good ending. I like Ezio. I liked him as an old man, but dude, it was getting rough. He was messing up. Oh, dude, we're at like 60 minutes. We need to definitely cut this off, or we're going to be sitting here.
I thought we were longer.
Well,
no, you can keep finishing.
Add up the 30 minutes though. So we're of the
all right, well, finish your
recording.
Thought. At least finish your thought.
The last thought is, bro, it's called mismanaging a franchise. I like Assassin's Creed Revelations. I think that was the last really good game, like great game. Revelations was the last great game. Even though I criticized some of the story stuff, everything past that, it's good, but and I'm glad it exists. But I do think that the Desmond story should have went forward, and then they should have concluded that. And if they wanted to do ancestor stuff, they could go wacky with it, not have to use the Animus, not have to do like they could continue with Desmond's story, end it, main story's over, and do whatever you want historical stuff later.
I always wanted them to have
modern Assassin's Creed.
Modern Assassin's guy.
Yes.
You do the Animus, and then you get to be like, okay, well, now what do I do to finish the Assassin's work in the future?
Yes.
And then in normal times.
And then if they want to do the crazy stuff later, they can do whatever later. They finish the main story.
Yeah, because that's the thing. You could do whatever. You could do whatever if they want. Like,
finish the main story.
They stretch it a little bit, but
Well, they have so many time periods they could have touched. World War II, World War I. There are some
I know, and
interesting.
some of them like somewhere along the way they just got bad because the ideas for the newer ones have good concepts. They just suck.
Yes, they're a
Like
dude.
Mirage, I was actually excited for.
Like what? With Valhalla,
Vikings.
like Vikings.
I don't agree with that one. I'm talking about like Mirage
Yeah, no.
looked cool.
Oh, it was a return to form. Play the game. Well, it's not a return to form. It's not at all. In fact, it plays worse. It has a worse storyline. The main character bored me to tears. All the people around him bored me to tears. There was no modern day component. Desmond's dead, so why do I care? When you kill Desmond in 3, the series
killed me.
You just kind of killed the series. You took a nuke and you dropped the bomb on the series and blew it up.
What a good ending.
What a good ending. We killed him off. I was like, is this the last game?
Because if it's not the last game, then it's not a good ending.
Yeah, it's like, it's not. Yeah. Also, what the heck? Like a little bit
Desmond
of
dying made me so mad.
A little bit of internet hate towards him. You know, just a little bit of people hating him a little bit, you know, at the time. And then they're like, kill him now. Even though they kept him for 4 games. Like, what?
So frustrating.
They hear the crowd. They're like, we'll give you what you want. Because they're French Canadian. So I got to.
We'll give you what you want.
We'll give you. He's Dutch, apparently. We'll give you what you want. Oh. By
all right,
screwing
dude, we
it
got
up.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I got to get
was a good episode, though.
I gotta get my USB hub, my new one.
Yep.
I gotta get a new one.
I
got a long edit. Yeah, I got a long edit to do for this episode, but whatever.
God bless everyone.
God bless. Yes.
See you next week.
See you next week.